Hey, before we get started, we have a few rules. Please remain muted during our presentation. And also, guests, please have a pen and paper so you can jot down any questions you have, so you can have them all answered by the person that invited you. And also, if you're tuning in from your mobile device, please swipe all the way to the right so you'll be able to see our power slides. Well, my name is Michelle Skips. I'm so honored to be your MC for today. I'm originally from the islands of Samoa. I now reside here in Garden Grove, California, here with my husband and with 6 children and 4 grandchildren. Honestly, a little story about myself. I have never heard of this company until my world shifted. After surgery, my doctor told me I needed to be on some chemo pills. Uh, and then, when you pray for something, I know prayers are always answered. And so a friend of ours who I haven't seen in years called and invited us to dinner. And when I saw her, I was stunned because she looked so different. She was healthier, younger, radiant. I had to ask what happened. She introduced me to this company, the Biophotonic scanner and products. I started the supplements before my surgery and continued after. And my doctor couldn't believe I didn't need to be on these chemo pills. That's when I realized, wow, my health has improved. I was stepping into this lifestyle of biohacking. I've never done this before, but this company is amazing to where it's a way of life living that uses science, technology, and premium supplementation to optimize how you feel and look. So today at 60, I've never felt better. I've never looked better, thriving inside and out. And I'm living life to where I'm with the freedom, flexibility, and the ability to leave a legacy for my children. Now, my mission is simple to share this gift with everyone I meet because vibrant health, time freedom, and a life you truly love and dream of, it's possible and it's worth fighting for. This company, amazing company, I call it a blessing, is New Skin Enterprise. Their mission statement is to be a force for good throughout the world, to empower people to improve lives with rewarding business opportunities and an enriching, uplifting culture. We will now share you this video of this opportunity and blessing.
New Skin expanding. We innovate science and technology.
We are building a future together.
Becoming the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems for 6 consecutive years. That's no cakewalk. But New Skin? We've got science, innovation, and hard work in our DNA. It wasn't always glitz and glam. We started with a dream back in 1984, just a few products and a whole lot of ambition. And by 1991, we were taking on the world, opening our first overseas market in Hong Kong. LifePak was out there, making waves alongside our big entrance into Europe. Then came 1996, a big year. We hit the New York Stock Exchange, a publicly traded company founded on family values. And we also launched the New Skin Force for Good Foundation. That is all about spreading positivity and making the world a better place. In our pursuit of promoting healthy lifestyles and inner well-being, we acquired Pharmanex in 1998, introducing supplements and wellness programs to our markets. In 2001, we pioneered the handheld Galvanic Spa, a compact, intelligent, and powerful device that marked Nu Skin's entry into the era of cutting-edge devices. Nu Skin establishing Nourish the Children in 2002, we committed to the belief that no child should endure hunger. We want to empower future generations one meal at a time. And to date, we've provided over 800 million meals. Continuing our commitment to technological innovation, we launched the Pharmanex Biophotonic scanner in 2003. In 2009, we revolutionized our product line with ageLOC science-based products and forging a partnership with LifeGen Technologies. In 2010, our founder's vision materialized, with the creation of the Innovation Center in Provo, serving as an open campus for our employees and brand affiliates. Our partnership with LifeGen flourished, culminating in Nu Skin's acquisition of LifeGen in 2011, opening doors to faster innovation, revolutionary products, and limitless possibilities. In 2015, Nu Skin's incentive trip to Morocco won the prestigious C&IT Award for Best Incentive Trip of the Year, a tradition we continued with our island trip. We earned Euromonitor's recognition as the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems in 2016, and we've proudly held that title for 6 consecutive years. Venturing into the Internet of Things realm in 2022, we connected our first device online, the ageLOC Lumispa IO, ushering in a new era of connectivity and innovation. This laid the foundation for the launch of our integrated beauty and wellness device, the ageLOC WellSpa IO in 2023. With 40 years of dedication to science, innovation, and perseverance, we stand poised to embrace the boundless opportunities that lie ahead. Just imagine the opportunity.
Our speaker for today is a remarkable woman whose story is both inspiring and powerful. Originally from humble beginnings in Da Nang, Vietnam, she is now a shining example of what passion, vision, and service can accomplish. Her background is nursing with over 30 years of experience in network marketing and now 16 years in Nu Skin. Now she has built an extraordinary global business alongside her husband and business partner, Ben Nguyen, whose background is business owners, an engineer, and also restaurant owner. And together they live in Lehi, Utah, raising their 4 energetic and adorable boys. What many doctors earn in a year, they now earn in a couple of weeks. She and Ben have expanded their business in 32 countries around the world, including Vietnam market, which they personally opened. She is a chief ambassador for Nourish the Children Foundation and is deeply respected by Nu Skin Corporate, her peers, her teams, and the countless lives she's touched. Her favorite quote is "Service to many leads to greatness," and she does truly live by it. Whether it's opening her beautiful home to her team or always being the first to serve, she embodies love, leadership, and generosity. We are beyond grateful that she has taken the time to be here and pour into us today. Let's give a warm welcome to this successful lady, my mentor, a true global power builder and leading and launching the Indian market, our 4-star platinum team elite Circle of Excellence 3, our beautiful Terry Tu. Welcome, Terry. Woo-hoo.
Terry Tu's rise to success is truly a rags to riches story. Terry's family moved to the US when she was just 4 years old. As low-income immigrants, she grew up in humble surroundings. However, with hard work and a desire to improve her family's future, Terry persevered and succeeded. Terry had been successfully building a high-performing sales team since 1994 and was a top income earner in her company back then. Having enjoyed the success of being in direct sales, Terry decided to make a final move which completely changed her life. In 2009, Terry made a commitment to build a future with Nu Skin. Terry believes in personal development and helping her team build self-confidence to pursue their dreams. She has made it her mission in life to help turn dreams into reality. Terry personally believes that everything happens for a reason and that even negative experiences in life are valuable tools that strengthen a person and prepare them for their life's work. Terry and her husband, Ben Nguyen, are $1 million Circle members and are working towards their $5 million Circle goal. It gives them great joy and pride to see 11 of their leaders being recognized as $1 million Circle members. Their life's motto is to live, to love, to learn, and most importantly, to leave a legacy.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for the kind introductions. And I would like to welcome all our affiliate dialing in from all over, especially our new guests on the Zoom here today. And if you're here for the first time, then we definitely appreciate you for hopping on. And the person who invite you thought a lot about you in order to invite you on here. All I ask of you is keep an open mind. Because our mind is like a parachute. It's not going to work if we don't keep it open. And so my job here today is, share you the information that was shared with me 16 years ago that totally changed my life. And, that give my husband and I the family that I truly believe many of us would dream about, is to have the time and financial leverage to work a global business around our family life. And prior to jump on here, I just drop off my Isaiah going kindergarten today for the first time. And so just to able to do life and still have a global business with no sacrificing our time. And, every day I wake up with a heart of gratitude that by saying yes to an opportunity, you never know how it could have such a global impact on your life. And for me, I just thank God I saw the foresight to say yes to this company. And I truly believe all of us down in here today, including myself, we all start out with dreams, right? And, when we were young, as I look at my kindergarten, going to school, they have big dreams. If you ask them what they want to be, they say, I want to be astronaut. I want to be doctor, right? But somewhere along life, we start shrinking our dream to match our paycheck, right? And so we start settling for less. And, the dream that my family have, coming here to United States 46 years ago, we were considered the boat people. We didn't have much, but we were seeking for freedom. And when we came here in 1980, thank God we survived the Paris, journey. 300, 500,000 people perish on the open ocean. And looking back, I've always thank God that I truly believe He spared our family, me, for a reason, for us this moment. And so when we came to United States, I was a middle kid of 9 children. And, I watched my mom and dad work so hard, just like many of us, when we watch our parent, work hard to give us a life, right? And so my mom and dad came from a generation of fishermen in our country. I was born in Da Nang, Vietnam, and coming here with no education, no degree, no English. So they bought a fishing boats here in the U.S., and that's how they raised 9 of us. My childhood growing up is, this is what I witnessed. As you can see, my mom sitting in the dining area of our home, mending the net. And so growing up, I always questioned and I questioned the American dream. I'm like, is this why we risk our life to come here? And, we barely have much, growing up, at least, we didn't grow up with the silver spoon in our mouth. We grew up with a wooden spoon, and sometimes our parents beat us with us. And money has always been a challenge, for our family, for our household growing up. And, being someone who consider an introvert, I never see myself being in business. What you see here today is after 30 years of being involved, in working with people. But growing up, since education is the key to success, that's what my parent told me and those that I know. So I choose a career in nursing. But the day that changed my life is the day that my own brother brought me to a business presentation similar to what you hear today. And I didn't understand anything. There was product in front of the room. It kind of scares me because I never see myself being in sales. But something that the speaker say that totally got me thinking. He say, as long as you have a dream, desire, and discipline, and we don't care how young you are, where you came from, that you can achieve your dream. And we don't need you to have an MBA or a PhD. The only PhD that you need to succeed and achieve your dream is you have to be poor, hungry, and determined. And I'm like, I am poor, hungry, and determined. And my dream at that time is I just want to retire my mom and dad. And I think that's something that we all share, coming from, Asian background, that we want to take care of our loved one. And so with that dream, I told my mom and dad I'm gonna, retire them out of 9 children. And while I was wrapping up nursing school, and totally embarked on something that totally different. For the first 3 years on my part-time gig, these days you hear about part-time gig. I started my part-time gig like 30 years ago. And so that part-time gig, didn't make a lot of money, but the company closed down their door. But I fell in love, I fell in love with the concept that you can build a business, with a system that you can literally, create, international outlet. And this is where ordinary people can become extraordinary, is understanding leverage. And so I fell in love with the concept. And so I ventured over into financial business, dealing with insurance, mortgage, and financial service, with the same concept of developing a team. And so working with my mentor, at that time, who literally believed in my dream, and he said, Terry, you can retire your mom and dad, and and being under the mentorship of someone who's so successful. And there are times that I want to give up. And he just told me, Terry, be careful who you're listening to. A broke person cannot, help you become successful. If not, they wouldn't be broke. And to have someone who believe in you, that's important. And so working with my mentor in the financial business, within 7 years, I earned my first $1 million and risen to the MVP of the company. And my story was written on Success from Home magazine. And at that point, what brought me joy was I was able to retire my mom and dad. They sold their fishing boats. Every month I take care of their bill. And, realize that, here in America at that time, there's so many marriages, even to today, fall apart because of finance. And so I want to make sure that I was, that I become a financial independent woman before I have my own family. And so, I strive to, bought my first home. I bought my first home and bought my dream car. Life was great at that point. I was at the top of my game, but one thing I've learned is, sharing this with you is not to impress you, but to impress upon you on the possibility of believing in your dream and never giving up on your dream. And so at the end of 2008, the business that I was in, the financial service industry, got hit really hard, and toward the end of 2008, the financial crisis happened, and impact globally around the world, not just here in the US. So within 6 months, I closed down my financial office. Thousands of my associate, my agents slowly left the business because there was no money in it anymore. And that's where I really have a life-changing decision, to lead the financial business. Because for 13 years, I felt like when the market goes up, my business goes up. When the market goes down, my business, went back to ground zero. And so with the decision to leave the financial industry, I was 35, went broke, lost my home, ended up on my mom and dad living room in 2008. And that's when, you hear from Michelle, when you pray, God will answer your prayer. And I truly believe, the vision I saw this time around for my future was beyond my dream. It's about helping other people. It's about finding the business that I can, also, help other people achieve their dream. And that was my sincere prayer. And so when I saw this company in 2009, January, I knew deep in my heart that this is it. This is the company that I can truly make an impact and leave it a legacy. And so the first 4 years, really, I want to bring the value of this company to help people, to feel good and look good. And, with the video that you saw, it really summed up who we are as a company. And so for first 4 years, we travel around, United States. My husband and I met him at a health, fair, serving our Vietnamese community. Because the vision that we have is, how can we able to bless our community and eventually take this into Vietnam? Just like some of you here right now, that, the Indian market is launching. And so I have this vision too, because if you're Indian on the Zoom here today, my vision when I saw this 16 years ago, wow, if this opportunity, if this business able to expand into Vietnam, we're going to change so many people's lives. And so with that vision, my husband and I literally went to work. We start talking to different individuals, especially people with the vision, and they're in their business mindset individual that want to serve the community. And so within 4 years, we became one of the top leaders to earn over $1 million in commission. That was the fastest anybody can earn in this company. And so beside that, we able to build 40 individuals. Today also got paid over $1 million commission with this company. A few 5 million, one just recently became $10 million circle. We were induced into the circle, into the $10 million club just this year. And so, and that's what I truly believe. That was a vision that we have, it's not just us becoming successful, but it's able to bless other people. And so being that I live here 46 years of my life, and, I see that, everybody, no matter where you came from, it doesn't matter if Michelle is from Pacific Islander community or we're building, many different community, around the world because they deserve this opportunity. And so, I believe even the community, the Indian community deserve this opportunity as well. Because why? Indian will be the biggest market that this company will ever launch. And I show you real quick, why we believe so. Let me see here. Okay. I have to move my cursor so I can write them.
India, with a direct selling market of $3.2 billion, the fifth largest economy and the fastest growing one. It has a population where nearly 65% are younger than 35, and it is the world's second largest English-speaking country, with local communities all around the globe. Think globally, build locally.
Yes, just imagine the opportunity. Imagine the opportunity to make an impact and able to capitalize on the biggest market in the world. Because, we're excited right now at our company because, here, Forbes magazine, Forbes who written about public trade, public trade company. And this is what Forbes say, the best time to join a company is when they open new market or new products. And I'm here to tell you, we're doing both as a company, launching new market as India and new technology, which I'm going to share you later. And, at the essence of it is, the question would be, what is it that you want? When we grow up, we have different, dreams and aspiration, right? And this is our dream, and this is the vehicle that we're on. And somewhere has it helped you get closer to your dream? The question is, have you been on the bicycle to your dream, or you're on a Lamborghini to your dream? I truly believe what I share with you here today, this business opportunity to me is a Lamborghini, and that is allow me to achieve all my dream, within 5 short years and with the business, going on 16 years right now. We're more excited than ever because we're launching new market, we're launching new technology. And so this is really about you, how Nu Skin can empower you. Do you want to earn extra income, own your own business, have time flexibility, or be part of a community, that really believe in being a force for good throughout the world, being a part of a community that believe in empowering you to live the life that you ought to live, or if you want to travel the world, right? And so that's what you can find here with this business opportunity. I truly believe not all business the same. There are companies that thrive and the company that close down. 95% of startup company close down their door after the first year. And what separate the winner? What separate the gold medal company, right? And these are, 5 key points. If you look for a business, you want to make sure they have these 5 key points. The trend, right? The company, who are they? What's the track record? How long they have been around? Number 3, the science and product. Is it innovative? Is it inclusive, right? Exclusive. Okay. Number 4, is there money to be made, right? Most important is time is money when we talk about business. Number 5, timing. Being the right place, right time has everything to do with your success more than even your ability, right? So talking about the market trend, these are the mega trend, the Internet of Things. Everything today is really function on a cell phone. I mean, especially when I travel, I literally use a cell phone for navigation, for ordering hotel, for ordering food delivered to my hotel, everything, right? And so, and then, the AI, artificial intelligence, I mean, literally everything. They say AI technology will replace, 30-40% of the workforce in the next, 5 years. Imagine that. So our company understand that as well. And we have heavily invested in AI technology in the last few years. And then the beauty and the wellness company. These are mega trend everywhere around the world. People want to look good and feel good, right? So the beauty and the wellness, is truly, we're talking about trillion-dollar industry. And then the social commerce, right? These days, people are online constantly, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, so social commerce and is literally, become something that, not a few people, but everybody's on it, right? And then the gig economy or the side gig, this gig economy is even, pick up speed, during COVID, after COVID, 2020, where people literally work from home. And so today, I mean, everybody, they want to have a side gig that they can work anywhere, any place, and anytime. And I've learned somewhere in India, the younger millennial, they want to work anywhere, any place, anytime. They don't want to be boxed in, like 20, 30 years ago when we're on a job, where we show up at 9, we leave at 5, right? Now things are different. And so talking the partnership, talking about who behind this amazing market trend, Nu Skin. Nu is nutrition, skin is skincare. And as you can see right here is the fountain of youth. This company quest for 41 years is to bringing the fountain of youth to people. I mean, who wouldn't want to discover the fountain of youth, right? And at Nu Skin, we have totally focused on that, for the last 41 years. We're a public trade company. We do billions of sales every year, and we're in 50 markets, soon India, the biggest market in the world. We're a public trade company. That's important because public trade means here in the US, we're monitored by the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, and the FTC, the Federal Trade Association. And I mean, these regulator body, they want to make sure that we do the right thing. We don't overpromise, or we don't do anything that would jeopardize the shareholder, right? And so I've seen private company out there. There's thousands and thousands of private company in this industry, and they can say whatever they want to say because they're not regulated. And that's, for me, 16 years ago, I was looking for my last business career. I want to partner with a company that I never have to worry about that they're going down or they get closed out down, right? And so that's given me the confidence to focus on what I need to do to expand my business with my partner as Nu Skin, right? Nu Skin has spent over $500 million in technology investment. It's a debt-free company. And since, with their focus, in their technologies to make sure that we look good, helping people look good and feel good. And so I am so proud that I live here only 25 minutes away from our Nu Skin Innovation Center. They spent over 100 million to construct this innovation center. And we also have another one in Shanghai. Along with that, we have hundreds of offices, in the 50 market that Nu Skin have expanded. Just in Vietnam alone, they have 2 offices. And it's so exciting to know that when India opened, the main office will be in Mumbai. And with India, we're probably going to have 5, 6, 10 offices, in Mumbai, right? And so talking about innovation technology, this company, is we addressing the source of aging through understanding, DNA, understanding, genes, because with our age lock technology that Nu Skin launched in 2009, they bought out a company called Life DNA. So really to help us to discover, wellness and beauty from the source, which is our gene. And so I'm excited to be part of, to see the company launch that technology in 2009. Remember what I shared with you earlier? Forbes magazine say the best time to join a company is when they launch new technology and new market. So in 2009, that's when they launched the age lock, as the words say. I mean, who wouldn't want to lock in their age, right? I just turned 51 years old, and I'm just like getting compliment from, my peers saying, you don't look 51, because I truly believe Nu Skin Lily technology locking my age. And behind Nu Skin, 75 in-house scientists. I mean, most company out there only have like 1 doctor, 1 scientist. We have 75 in-house scientists. See, in 2009, when they launched the ageLOC brand, they say this brand will be $4 or $5 billion brand. I can sit there and say, you know what, every company talk good about their product, but somewhere in my gut feeling, I felt that, this product, Lily, gonna deliver the result. And that's what happened. 4 years later, it became a $4.5 billion brand, right? And Nu Skin continuously innovate, with products, that allow Nu Skin to be, the number one at-home beauty device 6 years in a row, the number one at-home beauty device in the world, and that's prestige. And that's, that's recognition that we didn't say it. We're talking about, we won, we were recognized as a company premier in the anti-aging, technology. And so as you can see there from these award-winning products, mainly, from collagen, to help people look good and feel good, right? And who wouldn't want that, right? And so with the launch of last year, the Renew Spa powered by IO technology, where they can link into an app. I mean, this was FDA approved here in the US. It's not just a beauty device. It's able to, circulate the blood. It's able to help, tight knot in your body. It's able to help with cellulite and all of that. And so when we as a team, my husband and I, our vision is how we can, first of all, impact and deliver these amazing technology into the salon. Because, here in the US, 80-90% of the salon now, a nail salon, now they call it a nail salon and spa, right? And so we able to come up with a system to help them increase revenue inside their salon. And we have done very successfully that in, when we launched Nu Skin, literally 30 to 40% of our revenue came from the salon owner in our team. I don't own a salon. I mean, my background is nursing and then financial service, but this product, and so we're excited about this. Eventually, it's going to hit India market because there's so many salon over there as well. I'll show you a quick,
Ese es el tema de flacidez. Sí. De estar subiendo y bajando de peso, pues tuve esta flacidez. Este es el brazo totalmente tonificado.
¡Wow! ¡Qué resultado, Joanita! Maravilloso.
As you can see, I mean, we have hundreds and thousands of before and after picture of our technology and our products, and that's what really drive the consumption of our products, because people can visually see the difference, and it's going to, impact them emotionally. I have customers 16 years ago, using the Renew facial spa and literally see the difference, right? Why would someone stop something that make them look better and better every day, right? And so also Nu Skin invests in, we call it small vial, products that in the last few years literally, surged because, after COVID, people work from home, especially the mom. And so even the smallest product like the, the eyelashes, the natural eyelashes, I mean, fly off the shelf, when young mom at home, bring to, social media and share the before and after. And so we have, product for different sector of the marketplace. And the best thing about these products, these technology is powered by IO. What does that mean? Well, the customer can download the app and it will sync into with the device, and the app can do like a skin analyzer. The app can let them know, hey, based on your skin, we recommend you, having this products, right? I mean, I'm not a beautician, Michelle is, but when you use AI and, app, combine, it made you become the expert, right? As you know that these days everybody use AI, right? And so that's where we're excited, because it's able to track, it's able to analyze, it's able to even explain to the customer. And if they click buy on the app, guess what? You and I get paid. I mean, these days, customer, they don't even want you to talk to them. They just want to, on their own space, to do their own shopping decision, right? And so all our technology right here, when we talk about technology, Nu Skin is not a makeup company. Nu Skin is not just a beauty company. We're more than that. We're a technology company, with all our products, literally have AI technology. And then, we believe that, there is a huge epidemic as well. We're talking about weight management. There's a lot of people with, obese, around the world. And so Nu Skin come up with a TRMe. It's the world first genetic. It's a genetic weight management program. It's not just a diet. And this, really is some of our top selling market like Southeast Asia, so this TRMe will customize your well-being. It's beyond just helping you lose weight. It's going to help you get rid of the, the fat that around your organ. It's going to help your metabolism, all of that. And so we know this will be huge in India. Talk about India. I've been so busy doing a lot of meeting in India. I don't know how that got in there, but let's switch to the health side of this business. And that's where my passion is. Nu Skin, new nutrition, starting more than 20 years ago when they bought out a company called Pharmanex. And this company is a company that has over 75 in-house scientists. And Pharmanex, products before Nu Skin acquisition, they put thousands of their, supplement in thousands of pharmacy here in the US. But when Nu Skin bought them out, their products only go through our independent affiliate in 50 countries, okay? And so Pharmanex also have a technology called Biphotonic Scanner. See, we know people taking supplement, but how do you know work inside your body? I mean, this scanner has really piqued my interest, 16 years ago, because less than a minute, you get to know your overall, antioxidant, what it really means is your overall nutrition health score, right? And so right here, if you have children, this is like a report card, F, D, C, B, and A, right? And so we found out, 70% of the people that we scanned in the last 20 years are in the F and below C average. And so we challenge you, get a hold of someone who got you on the Zoom here today, and someone, their senior partner will able to scan you, right? To know where's your overall health score. Okay, and so I want to show you a little bit why we also excited about the next launch of the next evolution of the scanner that soon to be even smaller than what you see earlier. I'm gonna show you a little bit of a video. With the version 3, we consider this will be the next. Did you know why? More than half of the scanner that we have right now, we have over 5,000 scanner, but 2,000 are sitting in doctor office, doctor that care about their patients. And now with this scanner, you can literally have it in the home to able to measure your score, and it won't be available until next year. I will get one because being top 1% earner with the company, we get the first shot to have this. We're excited. And knowing that, the world right now, people are taking, supplement, but they don't know whether it's working. Even younger, people 18 to 34, 69% of that market is taking, supplement. But there's a lot of confusion out there because people are taking supplement and they don't even know whether it's working or not. Right? We as a company, as a business, when there's a big problem and you have a solution, and that's where, significant, profits to be made. Because people are spending $177 billion on supplement, and they don't even know it's working inside their body. And so we understand as a company, measurement is important. Just like in the 70s, when they had the cholesterol testing, they able to sell over, $20 billion of statin drugs. In the 80s, when they're able to measure the bone density scan, they sold over 200 million of calcium products. In the 90s, when they had the LifeScan glucose, they're able to sell $1.5 billion, of sales. And in 2020, when we launched the scanner, to scan antioxidant, we sold over $60 billion of supplement sales. And guess what? As you can see here, the oral ring that able to measure, ovulations, people buying technology at home that they don't need to visit a doctor office. And that's why this scanner right here, we're excited because we're launching a portable at-home unit that people can, use it from home, right? And so we know this will allow a huge surge in our company revenue. And so thinking about, the company not beside investing in technology, they investing in, app, the digital ecosystem that we can literally, manage our customer through a Stepvera app. The customer can, analyze and get their personal recommendation, and they can connect online to share their before and after the result, and literally do all their, shopping right there on the app. And then on the affiliate side of the business, that you can able to build your business, from the Stella app. I'm able to see my affiliate around 40 countries right now, what production they do, what's the top selling product in the market. And there's training tools and all of that, inside the app. I mean, after the Zoom today, if you sign up, you can able to download these app and experience and see it firsthand how that works. With Nu Skin, we understand, and people, business understand data is the new oil, the new gold in business. Because with Nu Skin, we have over 333 million genetic data point that we have collected, 25 million skin carotenoid scan through the scanner, and then 700,000 virtual skin assessment. With all this data, adding in with AI technology, as you can see, that's the reason why we are so confident that we will dominate, the wellness and the beauty space with our technology. And knowing that as you expand your business, we don't, you don't need business degree. We don't care where you came from, what's your background, because we have a business system that allow you the tools, the training, for you to leverage to build your, outlet around the world. Because this is the most challenging when someone launched the business. They have to spend a lot of money on marketing, a lot of money on printing material. But we have all of that. Even this PowerPoint, I didn't create it. It was created, through OTG, One Team Global, which I am a part of. I'm a core member here in North America. That our goal as OTG, founded by our mentor in the business, this system has created more successful entrepreneur in this company than any other business system. Because typically in this type of business, when someone got started and then they refer another affiliate, to build the business, they're so new that it's almost like the blind leading the blind, both fall into the ditch. And so here with our business system of OTG that you can plug in, you run the system will help and build your business. And so Nu Skin has prepared this for the last, 40 years, to really prepare for the biggest product launch of our company history, open the biggest market, India. If you're India on here, you should be excited, just like I was excited 16 years ago to take this to Vietnam, because India market is so ripe for what we do here. I mean, look at it, 300 million middle class. And this middle class is really going to drive the revenue, for us when we get into India market. And the community in India, they're ready. I mean, 77% are already using social media, YouTube, Facebook, and 75%. So they understand technology and social media, right? And the direct sell industry in India, they're already generating $3.4 billion in sales. And we know by the time we enter this market in November, we're going to be, I believe that we're going to generate $1 billion in sales, and then eventually 3 billion, 5 billion in this market, alone, and this is what the market demand, India market demand. I mean, 74% of wellness, 11 of beauty. Imagine that. I got it wrong. Before that, I thought, because growing up in Silicon Valley, we're surrounded by a lot of technology, and I see a lot of Indian engineer. And so I thought India must be like technology, but look, it's wellness, right? So that was a surprising. And 74% of India say that supplement are essential. And guess what we do? We're a supplement company. And the best thing is we have technology that can measure the supplement, whether it work inside their body or not. And with our scanner, we can guarantee, that if you take our supplement and if it doesn't give you the result that you want, you get your money back. If your score does not increase, you get your money back. And we can measure it where no one in the world can do that. And so 63% of the India are trying to lose weight. 69% of India are taking supplement to do what? To boost their immune support. And that's what our, supplement does, to help boost your immune support. Right. And so we know this will be huge. New Skin already, have products, that may specifically for India market. The price point is it's going to fit the community in India, and their focus is on, helping the core nutrition because the market in India, but a lot, yesterday we sat down with a business leader here in India community. He does, Indian fair. And we went to a bakery and he was like, I'm vegetarian today. Today's a special day in their Hinduism that he doesn't eat meat. And so without meat, a lot of their diet, are lacking certain, vitamins and minerals. So with our Life Pack Core, will help them, get the nutrition that they need, based on their diet. And then we have our protein, Slim, our TR Me products in India, to help them with their weight management, right? And then we know that there's thousands and thousands of spa in India. So Nu Skin are repackaging these, beauty, package for at-home use and for the beauty, the professional luxury spa. Because what we found out is in India, a lot of people go to spa to buy their skincare. They trust the spa. And guess what? As a team, our team literally, are the team that really understand this because we have incorporated a lot of these, technology and skincare product into the spa and salon in our community here in the U.S., expand over to Europe, expand to Southeast Asia, to Vietnam. And so we know how to do this very well. And so we're going to have a training, run by my husband, who has a vision for the spa industry, increasing revenue through our products, in the days to come. We're going to announce it, if you want to know more of that, because I'm pretty sure, you'll probably know someone in India that are in the beauty, sector of the market. And so the question right now is, before we officially launch in November, who are these Indian that because these are the individual that we can sign up right now. If you're logging in from India, we can't sign you up yet. But do you know anybody, who right now, overseas citizen of India, person of India origin? We talked to someone yesterday, and the gentleman who, my husband and I talked, he said, I'm OCI. I still have my paperwork in India, but I live here in the US for 20 years, here in Utah. And so immediately yesterday, we signed him up. He's here in Utah, right? And so knowing that, the India, before we can sign people up in India in November, I mean, India, there's 1.2 million India in Australia, New Zealand. There's 5.6 India in Europe. Where I live, North America, 8.3 million, right? In Southeast Asia, 3.9. And so these are the individuals that we can sign up, and they are the only one that can able to sign up individual, in India, in November. And once they do that, we're able to share, and they able to, get a percentage of what we call it, the growth. And if you as a leader on the Zoom here today and you're not Indian, you can able to participate on the global growth pool, that we will go through details on our training, but right now the question would be, you got to get these India in the other approved market that I just shared with you earlier. And I'm just going to give you a little bit average income, of those that participate with Nu Skin and partner with Nu Skin. Some move up faster, some go slower. From affiliate to a BR, some people get to BR in 1 month. I got to BR in like 2 meetings, actually like 2 hours, because the moment I sign up, I want to, become a BR right away, which is, as a BR, I don't leave money on the table. And I was broke 16 years ago. I want to maximize my earning potential. And so as a BR, these are the average income of a BR here in the US market. They earn over $600 a month. Some make more, some make less, right? Initially, when you came in, you share, the business, right? And then you earn money, on sharing these amazing products online, offline, and then, when you see this as a business, you build your business as big as you want to. And as you help duplicate, other BR, you get to move up. over here you duplicate 3, 3 BR, here's the average income of a Ruby, 3,500. And so when I came into the business, I was impressed by this number. I'm like, wow, you can make 39,000 a month, and I was like, what does it take to get up here? And they gave me the information. And so, my husband and I, we worked real hard, and we get here in 4 years, in a few years, a solid blue diamond earning 39,000 a month. And now we're a team elite. We went high beyond, blue diamond, because as a blue diamond here, most people, 70% they retire when they hit this level, right? Because they work hard. This is the only compensation in the world that you can work hard one time and you can be permanently lazy. I like that, idea that you can work hard one time and you can be permanently lazy. And so I'm going to move forward here. And so these are the average. You let the person invite you, let them know, what is it that you're comfortable, how much a month will that help you achieve your dream, right? And so right now, the keys, I want you to start thinking, who are the India, the market, Europe, Singapore, US, that you can get them involved right now, because they are the one that have relative people they know in India, right? Because, here's you, right? You can find someone in UK, in San Jose, in California, it doesn't matter. And when India opened, only these individuals can sign up people in India. And those are the people that I want to focus on at this moment, because, if they're Indian right now, we can't sign them up, right? Until November, right? I'll be in India in September to meet a few people. The gentleman I met yesterday, my husband and I sat down. He is so well connected. His dad owned one of the top newsletter in India. And we know that when we're going to launch India market in November, there'll be thousands and thousands of people, and we'll be all over the news in India, right? And so, leader, if you see this right now, as an international leader wanting a piece of India market, or if you're India, there are founder promotion that you get double the commission, by starting your business right now and be at a certain position, before India, when India launch in November. Okay. And so knowing that, everything, even in India, when we open, everything will be digital, we'll run through app, Nu Skin has partnered up with Infosys. And so if people who live in India know who Infosys is, and so they're the one who building our digital platform, a platform for India market, right? So again, I'm going to wrap up with the timing. Why my husband and I are so excited, because we're opening Nu Skin, opening the biggest market in the world, right? You're right now, you can be part of the 16% or early adopter before we open India, before we launching Prism IO, where 2026, everybody can able to have that in their household, right? And this is where most individuals who are successful, because they see it before it's actually going to happen, right? I've been jumping on since the company announced, they're going to open India. When we were in Dubai a year ago, I've been connecting people. This gentleman here that I just shared with you, he does a lot of Indian, expo, food fair. That's where we met him. We didn't know him personally. We show up and we were looking for, the visionary. We're looking for the big business people who also, have an interest in a piece of India market. And he's like, Terry, Benja, I traveled to India a lot, and we able to sit down with him 2 weeks ago, and he came and visit the company headquarters here, and he's been, yesterday, sharing with us, we're going to do CEO luncheon for all the CEO, India that he knows here in Utah. We're going to do a health expo that he can invite so many India, connection that he have built in the last 20 years here in Utah. And so knowing that everything we do will boil down to the pre-launch, the market, pre-launch of India in November 1st. Okay, because when this day happened, there'll be thousands and thousands. When we launch Vietnam market, think about it. Vietnam market is less than 1/10 of India market, and there's thousands and thousands of people. Right now, I can imagine the chaos, coming in November 1st in India. My husband and I were excited about our trip to India in the mid of September next month. So we familiarize with the market, and we're meeting a few, visionary entrepreneur there, right? That's where we're going, okay? And so the question is, are you ready to be empowered by disruptive technology and the biggest market opening, of this company history? Because I truly believe whatever dream you have, that you can fulfill those dreams here. There are dreams that I don't even think I would, able to experience, like eating, having lunch under the waterfall, going back to my country. I left when I was 5 years old. I never imagined where the business can allow me to go back to my country and to bring in value, to blessing the community with good health, with an opportunity, and for me to able to come back and experiencing living in the city where I was born, and bringing my mom and dad, really fulfilling my dad last wish, to be back home, to be back to his motherland. And, I truly believe I found peace, and my dad no longer with us, but he lived with us in Vietnam for 4 months. And so question is, who, who are you love the most, that you haven't done the things that you wanted to do for them. And so with this, launching of India market, that my husband and I totally focus a lot of our energy on. I mean, we have thousands of, affiliate, in 40 country, and, we have leaders of leader, but right now our focus is in India market. We're literally working, anywhere, any place, anytime from our living room. I love that. I love that. So would you want to build an international business? And if you come to Utah, like Michelle say, we'll welcome you to our home here in Utah. We literally built our dream home here in Utah. That we have done a lot of team activity here. And most important is, at the end of your life, what kind of legacy do you leave behind? Especially when we have children, right? This is the only business that you can will it to your kid. This is the only business that all your hard work that you put in here, your children will continue to get paid. It's called, that you can leave behind this business. They will continue to get paid, right? I've never imagined to able to make a global impact, because before Nu Skin, I was just I was boxed in my little world. And so I challenge you, as we positioning, in front of the tsunami wave, as we open India market, as we're launching Prism.io, it's all about positioning, right? Is this wave going to happen with or without you? India going to open, Prism.io going to launch with or without you. I've learned there's 3 types of people in this world. There's those that's going to watch things happen. There's those that wonder what happened, and those that are going to make it happen. And I challenge you, if you're going to make it happen with us, as we launch India market and having Prism.io in all millions of people household, guess what? Your life will be transformed. That, you're going to be, the most excited person when Nu Skin, is featured all over the world for being the company that create more financial independent family than any other business in history. And you can tell that story to your kid. You know what? Mom and daddy saw the vision, and now your life changed, right? And so I want to stop right there. And, we're going to take a quick break, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, give me 10 minutes break. I'm going to hop back on and to do Q&A, right? Any question that, you want to know about India market, and then I can walk through a short 10 minutes, getting started, and Q&A, for 30 minutes. Okay, so if you're on here for the first time, I invite you to be back. Or if some of you have leaders, Indian prospect that always saw the presentation, this is the time that you want, to invite them back on. Okay, because I'll be doing the same presentation. Again on Thursday, we will be doing the presentation, and then we will do the let me see. If you can give me a quick minute, I'm going to share this. Because this will happen every Tuesday and Thursday. The time will stay the same. It'll be 8 p.m. California. And then I'll stay back for getting start and Q&A. I'll repeat this again on Thursday, same time, okay? There'll be no other, Indian time. And so, if you have someone that you need me to do a separate time, but I encourage all of you, because my time is so thin right now. I have so many appointments and Zoom and, my kid in school, getting them ready. And so these are the two time that you want to get people in. If you want to invite your guests, come on Thursday, same time that we start today, and they can stay back for Q&A and getting started. All right. So I look forward to see you guys back on, let me see, at 10:15. Okay, in 15 in like another 12 minutes, I'll be hopping back on. All right, I look forward to see some of you, and welcome back on the Zoom, so you can have any question pertaining to the Indian launch. All right, thank you so much. I'd love to pass it back to you, Michelle, and appreciate your help and appreciate all our guests that logging in and our affiliate logging in today.
Of course. Thank you so much, Terry. There you go, guests. She'll be back in about 10 more minutes. So if you have any people that you need to call right now, get them on the call, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you so much. We'll see you in a bit.